What is up, guys, and welcome back to another video on the channel. In today's video, we are going to learn 3 different versions of the Super Witch Fireball strategy using different siege machines. The first one is the classic, old-school Super Witch Fireball. This was the go-to strategy before the Snake Bracelet was introduced to the game, and it is still one of the absolute best versions out there. Keep in mind, this version is always paired with the Siege Barracks. Version number 2 brings in the Overgrowth spell. This variation is incredibly strong for taking down Town Hall 15 and 16 bases. Here, instead of diving into the base with the main army, your Barbarian King stays on the outside, using the Snake Bracelet to funnel and clear the perimeter. You can experiment with other siege machines for this one, but the log launcher is usually your best bet. And finally, the third version. Here, we completely drop the Overgrowth and swap it out for a jump spell. Just like the second version, you have some flexibility with your siege machine, but again, the log launcher remains the most popular choice. All right, let's jump right into the attacks. At Town Hall 14, we've got 3 prime targets for the Fireball: the Eagle Artillery, the Clan Castle, and the Town Hall. Out of these 3, sniping the Town Hall on this specific layout is the easiest play, simply because it's positioned right on the outer edge. I've dropped the base link in the description so you guys can practice. You could aim the Fireball at the Eagle Artillery, which would take out the Clan Castle too, but we have 2 major reasons not to do that. First, targeting the Eagle is much harder since it's deep in the core. Second, the funneling. If we hit the Eagle, we won't get a clean funnel. Just wait, you'll see the massive funnel we create around the Town Hall area later in the attack. All right, let's break down the plan. To drop that Fireball right on the Town Hall, all we need to do is target this multi-target Inferno. Here is the setup. Deploy the Warden right here, backed up by the healers. Watch out, though. Make sure this Wizard Tower or Archer Tower doesn't lock onto your healers depending on where you drop them. Otherwise, you'll be forced to burn your spells early. Now, we wait for the Warden to take down these 3 defenses. Once they're down, the Warden will step up, and he'll walk right into the enemy King's radius. The King will pull aggro and will toss in a Headhunter to support the Warden. This is the absolute perfect moment to pop the Fireball. Why? Because the Warden is standing completely still, meaning we don't even need to use an Ice Block spell. For the invisibility spells, drop 1 Invis on these 2 defenses and another Invis right here on these 2. With this setup, the Fireball has literally nowhere else to go but straight into that multi-inferno. Boom! Right after impact, drop 3 Earthquake spells to drop the Town Hall down to absolute minimum HP. Pay close attention here. The Town Hall isn't down yet, so we must finish it off with the Warden charge. Let the Warden decide his path, left or right. Here he's gonna path to the right because of our initial deployment angle. He'll clear these 2 buildings and step up for the air defense. The second that air defense goes down, drop an Invis spell right here to cover the buildings on the right. This forces the Warden's pathing directly to the Town Hall. He'll take out the gold storage and then secure our biggest objective, the Town Hall. Now just look at that incredible funnel created by the Fireball and Warden charge combo. Compare that to what we'd get if we aimed for the Eagle. Night and day. All right, time for the main push. Send in the Super Witches. This will pull the Warden over to join them. To make sure the Super Witches dive straight into the base, we need to clear the trash on the opposite flank. We'll drop an Ice Golem, the Siege Barracks, and the Archer Queen to lock down that side. Deploy the Barbarian King safely behind the Super Witches. We want him tucked away so he doesn't take heavy damage early. We need to save his Earthquake boots for the core of the base. While the Super Witches smash their way towards the center, the Queen, along with the P.E.K.K.A.s and Super Minions from the Siege Barracks, are beautifully clearing the right side of the map. Once the Super Witches and the King reach this exact choke point, pop the King's ability. The Earthquake boots will shatter the walls, opening up full access to the entire core of the base. Finally, drop the Royal Champion on this flank. to sweep through and clean up the remaining defenses.
I wish I could tell you that I want you here with me, but you'll never love me like the way we used to be. Too far from Saturn, lost in the patterns. Where's the stars align so we could be free? Palms are sweaty, knees unsteady. I can't see my head on straight. Heart is heavy, wasn't ready. Don't think I can see your face. Now we're just friends. How long till that ends? It feels like forever away. You know I never wanted to be gold. I think it's the only way I know to be alone. Too far from heartbreak, can't feel the pain. Ain't it a shame I think I sold my only soul? Palms are sweaty, knees unsteady. I can't see my head on straight. Heart is heavy, wasn't ready. Don't think I can see your face. Now we're just friends. How long till that ends? It feels like forever away.
The fireball value on this base is absolutely insane. We've got two incredible options, the Town Hall side or the Eagle Artillery side. The Town Hall side offers massive value because the clan castle is right next to it. I'm going to tackle the harder option today, but you can definitely go for the Town Hall. Quick pro tip for the Town Hall side. You can drop your fireball on the builder's hut to wipe out the clan castle and the X-bow, chip down the Town Hall's HP, and then use invisibility spells to guide your warden in to finish it off, exactly like we did in the first attack. Alright, let's go for the Eagle Artillery. We're gonna drop one Invis spell to cover these 3 buildings, and a second Invis for these 3 right here. Now, the exact millisecond you deploy the warden, pop that fireball ability. Why so fast? Because if a hidden Tesla suddenly pops up, it could completely redirect your fireball. Hitting it instantly guarantees it locks straight onto the Eagle. I'm showing you this to highlight a different, more advanced way to use the fireball compared to the standard method we used earlier. After the fireball hits, we need a short warden charge to properly set up the funnel. Let him clear out these 4 front buildings. If he starts pathing toward this air defense, be patient. Let him destroy it before starting the main push. If we rush and drop our super witches too early, the healers will switch off the warden, walk straight into the air defense range, and force us to burn spells just to keep them alive. So wait it out. Now it's time to unleash the main attack. Drop the super witches. Once their big boys spawn in, send in the log launcher. Why the log launcher? As it rolls straight toward the town hall, it's gonna shred this entire area and break open the walls right behind the clan castle. Combine that with our 3rd remaining earthquake spell, and we've got wide open access directly to the town hall. Drop an ice golem to tank and send the king right behind it. Deploy the queen safely behind the super witches. We want to keep her hidden and protected so we can pop her equipment at the exact perfect moment. With the outside trash perfectly cleared, the super witches have absolutely no choice but to push straight into the core of the base. Meanwhile, deploy the royal champion up top to sweep through those topside defenses. Now, if you noticed, we don't have a strict plan for the overgrowth spell. That's completely intentional. It's our wild card. We keep it ready to use whenever things don't go exactly to plan. Or if you're hitting a Town Hall 15 or 16, you can drop it right on a high damage zone that's being boosted by a spell tower to completely shut it down.
Empty hearts and neon lights, they're playing with my mind. Gotta get out of here tonight. Oh, I wanna run off and fly. And I'll tell myself it's fine to be alone, just to find somewhere that finally feels like home. Oh, oh, oh. I hate all this overthinking. Oh, 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 oh. The more I swim, the more I'm sinking. Take me to a world of silver. No more heartbreaks, tears, painkillers. Take me somewhere unfamiliar. Bring me back to where we started out. Get me out of now. To where we started out. Get me out of now. To where we started out. La 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 la, oh, oh. Get me out of broken hearts and starting fights, turning truth to lies. Gotta get up, stop wasting time. Yeah, I wanna run off and fly. And I'll tell myself it's fine to be alone, just to find somewhere that finally feels like home. Oh, oh, oh. I hate all this over.
Once again, we are faced with a choice: Town Hall side or Eagle Artillery side. And once again, I'm picking the harder option. Why? To show you guys the absolute power of this strategy. If you decide to go for the Town Hall side, your fireball target must be the Town Hall itself. Why? Because if you target any other building, like the defense just to the right of it, the buildings on the left will survive. The biggest issue there is the builder's hut. It will just sit there healing the Town Hall while your warden tries to take it down, dragging out the attack and massively increasing your chances of a time fail. So, hit the Town Hall directly to make sure both builders' huts are destroyed. But let's focus on the Eagle Artillery side, which is our target for this attack. First, we deploy the warden right here with his healers. We're going to wait patiently for him to take down these three defenses. As he pushes forward, he'll step into the enemy king's radius and aggro him. To keep our warden alive, we'll toss in one headhunter to help him shred the enemy king. While the warden is standing still fighting the king, it is the absolute perfect time to pop the fireball. We don't even need to use an ice block spell here. You usually only need those when the warden is walking, because his movement constantly changes the closest defense, which can cause your fireball to whiff and hit a useless target. Here is how we layer the invisibility spells. The first Invis covers these two buildings, the second Invis hides the multi-inferno, and the third Invis covers these last two buildings. This guides the fireball straight to the Eagle Artillery. Now, you might be asking, why didn't we just leave the multi-inferno visible, hit it with the fireball, and catch the eagle in the splash damage? The huge problem with that is these two air defenses would survive. We are forced to drop the fireball directly on the eagle to ensure all the crucial surrounding buildings get wiped out. Unlike the last two attacks, we don't need to sit around waiting for a massive warden charge funnel here. As soon as the warden takes out these two buildings, we are pulling the trigger on the main push. In go the super witches with the queen right behind them. To clear the opposite side and force the super witches deep into the base, we're dropping an ice golem to tank for the king. This protects the king's HP so his spiky ball equipment doesn't trigger too early. Though, to be fair, we could have delayed the ice golem slightly to use it as a tank for this expo instead. For this attack, we are switching it up and using a different siege machine. I'm doing this so you guys can see how all three siege machine options work perfectly with this strategy, giving you the ultimate complete guide. While the main squad is smashing through the core, the king is going to walk the outside and clear all the trash buildings. We'll drop a jump spell to give our super witches access to the top compartments of the base. Once we are absolutely sure the top defenses have locked onto the super witches, we will drop the royal champion on the flank to completely sweep the rest of the base.
Won't you say why you're a stranger now? Your eyes escape mine when I sit you down. Don't you feel like we're holding on onto a fairy tale, but the magic's gone? Been months of bluffing the bushes and faking the butterflies. Wake up, yeah, I'm kicking the castle down. Ooh, yeah, I think it's time to talk. Ooh, yeah, I think it's time to talk. I think it's time to talk. Ooh, yeah, I think it's time to talk. Ooh, yeah, be true to what we are. Forget how it felt from the outset. Hope this to reset. Ooh, yeah, I think it's time to talk. Kinda missing how we kicked it off.